"Oh, I'm so excited I could burst!" exclaimed Ruth. Flour spotted her face and was smeared over her apron down to her black ankle-length skirt. The white bun piled on top of her head bounced as she began to jump on the spot and clap, sending clouds of flour in the air, while Hildo circled her legs like a dog chasing his tail. If he started barking, then yeah, I'd be worried. Nothing wrong with a little crazy from time to time, especially when the crazy was the fun kind. I laughed as I reached the coffee machine, grabbed an empty mug, and poured myself a cup. Deliciously bitter and wonderful-smelling steam rose to my nose as I took a sip. "Hey, where's the Baileys? I'm in for a little crazy this morning, too. You can't be the only ones having fun." Dolores looked up at me from the table. Her long gray hair was tied into a braid down the middle of her back. Her usual scowl was replaced by an expression of humble gratitude, like someone had just complimented her. She put her reading glasses down and said, "We haven't put any Baileys in our coffee." Beverly scoffed. "Speak for yourself." I leaned my back against the counter so I could see them all at once. "So why all this excitement?" I cocked a brow. "Are you guys still drunk from last night? You naughty witches," I teased. The fact was, I had no idea how long the celebrations continued last night, since I went to bed early with a certain sexy were-ape. Dolores stared at me, her dark eyes gleaming with contented fervor. "The Sisters of the Circle are here in Hollow Cove." I took another sip of coffee. "The who?" "Sisters of the Circle," snapped Dolores, her customary frown coming back to say hello. "Have you never heard of them? How is that possible? They're famous in our paranormal circles. Every witch knows of the Sisters of the Circle." I hooked a thumb at myself. Still coming to terms with everything witch. I shrugged and then confirmed, "Never heard of them." Dolores leaned forward in her chair, her eyes sparkling. "It's a coven of female witches," she began importantly. "A small elite group for the upper crust of witch society. They are extremely picky about who they let in." It sounded like a snobby country club. Not my cup of tea. "Why are they here?" "Isn't it obvious?" asked Dolores, looking smug. "They want me to join." "You mean us," added Ruth, the lines at the corners of her blue eyes deepening with her glower. "All of us, not just you." Dolores smiled but said nothing. She just sat there with a contented grin on her face. It was creepy. "That's right," agreed Beverly, her red lips pressed into a thin line. "We're just as accomplished as you in magic, Dolores. Anyway, we'll know soon enough. They always throw a party when visiting a new paranormal town. We should be getting our invitations shortly. They'll want to seek out all the witches in Hollow Cove first." She arched her back and inclined her hip. "They'll recognize a clear winner when they see one," she added with a smile. Dolores gave her a skeptical look. "You mean you? The Sisters of the Circle will be looking for witches with exceptional magical abilities, not the ability to sleep with the entire town's male population." Uh-oh. To my surprise, Beverly's smile widened. "If that's not an exceptional ability, I don't know what is." She looked at me, her eyebrows high like I was supposed to congratulate her or something. "Maybe that's exactly what they need," she added, looking back at Dolores. "A woman with worldly experience." "More like mattress experience," mumbled Ruth, staring down at Hildo, who was now curled around her feet, warming her toes. "Did any of you see Iris this morning?" I asked, hoping to change the subject. "I wanted to thank her and Ronan for helping me out with Silas." If it hadn't been for her and Ronan, I wouldn't have known about what Silas had done to Marcus, how he'd beaten and tortured him, especially with that amulet that kept him from healing. A flicker of fear stirred inside me. I didn't want to think about what could have happened if I hadn't reached him.